Hello everybody, Nihilus here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at the World of Warships development blogs for the over the last few recent days, and we're gonna check some of the stuff out here. What do we got? We've got World of Warships birthday, Dockyard, new ships, changes to test ships, and a Transformers collaboration. That'll be interesting. So let's start with the birthday and the Dockyard. Update 0.9.8 kicks off an event dedicated to the 5th year anniversary of World of Warships. It's been 5 years already. I only recently started playing World of Warships on PC. However, I have been the console version on Xbox for the last year, so I am quite familiar with World of Warships. So let's kick this off. One of the main features of the update is the new temporary battle type with an uneven distribution of ships per team. It's called Asymmetric Battle. One team will consist of a smaller number of Tier 7, Tier 8 ships, and another will consist of a greater number of Tier 5 and Tier 6 ships. You will be able to freely enter battles on Tier 5 and Tier 6 ships, but to participate in the asymmetric battle on a Tier 7 or Tier 8 ship, you will need a new temporary resource called Battle Tokens, which are received by playing this battle type. That'll be interesting. New permanent campaign. Yeah, that's that word, campaign. 5 Ages of Navy, and a collection of the same name await players. Elements of the collection can be obtained only from the 5 Ages of Navy containers. These containers are obtained by completing tasks and missions of the campaign. Huh. Interesting here. I like this. The reward for completing the campaign and collection will be permanent epochal camouflages, which can be mounted on Tier 9 ships. If it's anything like the one, I can't remember when it was, but if it's anything like the last one that they did similar to this, you get like 4 you can put on any Tier 9 ships that you want. I might have to put it on my A gear, because that A gear lifestyle. Looks like they updated the designer's table port. Looks like some signals were added, a birthday cake. Interesting. Anniversary memorable flag and 4 meritorious service patch were added into the game. The ways of obtaining these will be announced later. That's a neat looking flag. Don't care much for the patch. I like the color scheme, but I don't. Okay, I guess that ain't bad. Dockyard. So we've got a new dockyard coming here. In update 0.9.8, players will be able to build the new American Tier 8 cruiser Anchorage. The shipbuilding rules are similar to the Hamburg dockyard rules, but with the list of rewards changed. For example, you'll be able to receive 100,000 free XP for completing the 12th phase. Wow! So you're not getting, at phase 12 here, you're not getting a tier 6 premium ship or anything else. You're getting 100,000 free XP. That is a lot. Wow. The event will span 2 updates, 9.8 and 9.9. Construction process of the dockyard is comprised of 20 phases, just like the Hamburg one. Each shipbuilding phase can be completed by finishing directives or spending 1,750 doubloons per phase. In total, you can complete 18 out of 20 shipbuilding phases by finishing directives without using doubloons. So it's exactly like the Odin. Anchorage in the National Camouflage. A commander with 10 skill points, a port slot, and a memorable flag await you upon completing the 20th phase. Wow, that is a very, very good looking camo. I enjoy this. I like this a lot. Very nice, very nice. I like that. If you decide to complete the shipbuilding at the dockyard by using doubloons, you can still progress through the directives. However, in that case, instead of the usual rewards for completing the shipbuilding phases, you'll get 600 research points for each completed phase. If you had no access to the research bureau, you'll get it upon receiving research points. A bonus for victories. So it looks like you're going to be getting stuff for victories. In 9.8, players will be able to receive a festive bonus for their victory of the update on all ships starting from Tier 5. Depending on the ship's tier and type, you can get World of Warships anniversary camouflages, gift containers, and super containers. Interesting. So back to this Anchorage. Let's hop into the game here and take a look at the ship itself, eh? How about that? Alright, let's see. Anchorage. Here's the Anchorage. Preview ship. So here's how the Anchorage looks in-game without the national camouflage. It does look very interesting. I'm quite excited for this ship, honestly. I've seen one in battle when somebody was testing it, and he did fairly well. He did like 3rd on the team. Alright, so let's take a look at this armor layout here. So, the armor... Huh. Alright, well, let's see here. So here's the Citadel. Just barely sits above the waterline here, as you can see. Here's the waterline right here, where my cursor is. So, I mean, typical American cruiser, you know, fairly squish, but not atrocious. Actually, it is kind of bad. If you get a good angle in, you could probably bounce some decent shots off here, but otherwise, let's look at the survivability. So it's got 41,800 hit points and a 16% torpedo reduction. So 41,800 hit points. I can't quite remember what to... Let's see. What is the Baltimore for comparison here? Oops. So it does have more. It is way better than the Baltimore in that sense. So that's good. Oh yeah, another cool selling point about this. The ship does have torpedoes. Why did I have to do that? Preview ship. So it does have torpedoes here. Let's see. Looks like their maximum damage is 19,033. That's not bad. That is pretty good. Where are these torpedo tubes at? Looks like they're on the side of the ships here, so unfortunately these are probably going to be fairly easily incapacitated. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay. I want to get off of it. Anyway, so I guess that's really AA isn't terrible either. I'm not normally one for looking at ship statistics, so if I sound really weird or incompetent about it, then that's probably because I am. The only things I really care about are armor layout, survivability, and artillery, because I'm a battleship player. I'm not a cruiser guy. However, I do have a couple cruisers. So that's the Anchorage there. So let's move on to the next blog post, eh? New ships. So let's see. British cruiser Belfast 43 at Tier 8. Belfast 1943 represents the town class light cruisers as she would have appeared in 1943. Her model difference from the one of cruiser Belfast in having a higher number of dual purpose guns and and AA amounts. My bad. I was looking back over here. A slightly different superstructure geometry and a fighter catapult. The ship is equipped with a 12 152 millimeter guns with powerful HE shells, a torpedo armament with the ability to launch individual torpedoes, which as is the British standard. Decent concealment, a short burst smokescreen generator, which is different to the original Belfast, and radar consumable with the 9-kilometer ship detection range. So this is basically, as Sea Lord Mountbatten put it, the Belfast 1943 just kind of has a Swiss Army knife of assortments of modules, not modules, but consumables rather. Thanks to her good concealment and surveillance radar consumable, Belfast 43 can help allies in fighting for caps and hunting destroyers. Her special smoke generator, with its shorter reload and smoke screen dispersion times, will be useful when there is a need to retreat, but doesn't allow effectively fire at targets from the inside. Go figure. Sorry to get a sip of coffee there. And then here we are. I am super excited for this. Tier 5 American battleship USS Oklahoma. It's the first Nevada class battleship in the game, I believe. Yes. No, one of the main features of which are 10 long-range 356 millimeter guns placed in 2 double turrets and 2 triple turrets. The ship has classic features of American battleships, an enhanced repair party consumable, high damage per salvo, and the dreadful dreadnought speed. Oops. Due to her decent firing range, which can be increased to 19.9 kilometers by the Artillery Plotting Room Mod 1 upgrade, Oklahoma can effectively fight at long distances. And if she has to engage in close range combat, secondary guns with a good accuracy for the tier will be of use. Please note that all information in the development blog, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows about that. So we've got the Belfast 1943 and the Oklahoma. I am quite excited for these. More so the Oklahoma because I'm a battleship player. Changes to test ships. This is going to be a short one. So, Tier 9 German battleship Pommern. The Sigma parameter was reduced from 1.6 to 1.5. That's a heavy hitter right there. That's rough. Japanese cruiser Kitakami at Tier 10. Removed an option to install aiming systems mod 0 upgrade. Italian Tier 9 cruiser, I don't speak Italian, Paolo Emilio? Torpedo spread width increased to the standard values. Action time of the exhaust smoke generator, consumable lowered from 45 seconds to 35 seconds. And Tier 6 German aircraft carrier Erich Ludenhardt. Dive bombers attack time lowered from 5 to 4 seconds. Alright. And here we are. The Transformers collaboration, ranked battles, mid-autumn festival, and other news of the update 0.9.8. So we're going to start off strong with the Transformers collaboration. We're happy to announce the upcoming collaboration with Hasbro and the Takara Tomy with the Transformers Generation 1 franchise. The following items will be added to the game. Permanent Camouflage is Freedom Fighter on Montana, Golden Bug on Gearing, Messenger of Oblivion on Grosser Kurfürst, and Crush and Destroy on Khabarovsk. Expendable Camouflages, Decepticon Disguise, and Autobot Arc. Commanders with special voiceovers, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Megatron, and Rumble. Cybertronian containers, and themed patches and flags. Some of these will be purchasable in the premium shop and the armory, and others will be obtainable for free by participating in various activities. So here's the Optimus Prime camouflage for the Montana. That doesn't actually look that bad. These camos don't look bad. What I don't like is the Transformer actually sits behind the gun of one of these turrets here. That I don't really care much for. We've got gearing here with Bumblebee. Grosser Kurfürst with the Megatron. I like this one. This one's my favorite. I still don't like that. And Khabarovsk with Rumble. Ranked season. From September 16th to October 13th, the 18th season of Ranked Battle season will be held in an 8 versus 8 format on Tier 10 ships. Yes! Mid-Autumn Festival. Due to the holiday, the following items were added into the minigame. Into the game. Wow, I was looking at right here when I was reading that. Into the game. Mid-Autumn Festival. Permanent camouflage on Warspite, Dunkirk, Kaga, Prinz Eugen, and the following unique commanders. Chang'e, with specialization on Pan-Asian and Japanese ships. Huyi with specialization on Pan-Asian ships. Kaguya with specialization on Japanese ships. And it looks like the Mid-Autumn Festival camouflage here on a Hipper or Prinzwigan. That looks pretty neat, actually. I like that. What do we got? These are the commanders here. The display of fog in-game was improved. The fog will look more beautiful and realistic due to the updated space distribution system, as well as the addition of the sunlight dispersion effect in the fog. Let's see. Naval Legends audio tracks were added as one of the soundtrack options. Interesting. Alright. And that appears to be the most recent development blog of the game. Now back to World of Warships game here. So tomorrow, August 4th, 2020. Is today August 5th, 2020, my bad, is when the German aircraft carrier line with the Rhein, the Weser, the August von Parzival, and the Manfred von Richthofen fully release resurgible for the community, alongside Tier 6 German aircraft carrier Erich Ludenhardt being sold in the premium shop. Now this thing is stupid good. Well, in terms of the bombers, they use the Ju-87 Stuka C bombers, so they should hopefully have the Jericho trumpets for the dive bombing. But these have the same bombs as they have the same, they're the same weight as the bombs, and I believe they do the same amount of damage as the bombs on the Tier 8 American premium aircraft carrier Saipan. Same with the BF-109Ts for the rocket planes. They use the same rockets as the August von Parzival. The torpedo bombers are atrocious. I suggest going and watching Sea Raptor's video on the first look of the Erich Ludenhardt. That'll explain a little bit more than I'm going to here. Yeah, I have to say I'm quite excited for the German aircraft carriers. The next video should be a review of my own on all of the aircraft carriers. I will play 4 battles in all 4 carriers and come up to a final conclusion. This is going to be my first carrier line completed. I have played the Japanese carriers, but I've only researched the Shokaku. I haven't actually bought it yet because I've been saving my global XP and credits for the Manfred von Richthofen for quite some time now. And I plan on getting both the Ludenhardt and the Richthofen tomorrow morning before I head to work. And once I get back, I will post a video, or make a video on it. I don't know when I'll post it. Hopefully it'll be the 5th or possibly this morning of the 6th. But yeah, that appears to be it. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and enjoy your day, everybody. Peace out.